Good morning and welcome to the Penrith Business Parks again. Today I am live on Gilwilly Industrial Estate and today we are visiting another one of the fantastic businesses on the business parks called Pssi. Now, if you're like me and I work in an office and I work in marketing, I don't really know what Pssi does. So I thought it was a really good opportunity to come along and find out more about them, who works here and exactly what they do. I've just been inside and it's really interesting, really fascinating. So I'm going to take you inside and we're going to meet Gavin, who is the managing director. If we can find him, we'll see. Here we go. So let me switch my camera around.
Good morning, Lisa.
Gavin is the managing director for Pssi, and we're based here on Gilwilly Industrial Estate. So, Gavin, do you want to tell me a little bit more about? Because I might sound a bit thick. I'm a bit dumb when it comes to this kind of industrial stuff. What does Pssi do? Like, tell me a bit more about the business.
The easiest way to describe it, it's like an industrial hardware shop. So a hardware shop that factories would use. So like a normal hardware shop, but everything is much bigger and better, and big compressors, big welding machines, welding consumables, hydraulics, hydraulic hoses, vast amounts of hydraulic oils. That's the sort of thing we sell.
Wow. So like, if I have a factory or a big industrial company or maybe a farm or something, I would come here for the big kit.
Probably.
For the big guns.
Yeah. Farmers, people in forestry, people in industry. So if you take, say, quarrying, that's a primary industry. The drillers would come to us for the hydraulics for drilling into the rock. The people who do the crushing would come to us for hoses for the crusher and oil and grease. It then gets transported. The transport people come to us for power steering fluid and power steering hoses and tipping hoses.
Wow.
And hydraulic tanks and hydraulic pumps on the wagons, and so it goes on. Forestry, all the forestry machines, and agriculture, again, all the tractors, the combined harvesters, for filters and oil and hydraulics.
There's loads, isn't there? It's like the list is endless.
It is.
And a majority of your customers in Cumbria or like around Penrith or sort of nationwide?
Most of the customers are in Cumbria. Probably about 60% of them come into the depot and buy over the counter. About 30%. We send vans out either delivering or doing jobs on sites like quarries or farms or transport workshops. And one item which is a bit peculiar, which I can't see down here, is planting spades, where we sell those all over the UK. Planting spades, planting bags.
Right.
We import them from Canada and sell them all over the country.
Oh, brilliant. So you reach nationally, all over, but mainly Cumbria, but you do things all over the country as well. And that just shows like the amazing types of businesses there are on the business parks. Like you think, oh, it's just little old Penrith, but actually there's some amazing businesses here that supply all over the country, all over the world, and you're just one of those. Yes. That's fantastic. And you can see, like, I'm just going to do a little scan round. Like, there are so many different types of products in here from, forgive me, I don't know what these are called, but little widget things.
Pneumatic fittings for
fastening
fastening onto pneumatic tubing.
To what you were saying about the big compressors as well. So like all sorts of things.
That's a relatively small blade compressor for us. It's about 2 or 3 kilowatts, and you'd use that in a typical workshop. But we do much bigger ones that people might use in milking parlours. Again, that's a really big part of our business now, is doing compressors that are capable of running 24/7 for years, because most milking parlours have got robots. So the cows walk in and get milked, and they do that 24 hours a day. So you need a compressor that can run 24/7 without falling over. And we're one of the very few people that sell a real quality British product that will do that.
Brilliant. I love that. And you can see your workshop goes all the way down there, your trade counters.
This is the retail area rather than the workshop. We'll go through the workshop in a minute. But,
So you do, you were saying you do hydraulic.
There's some washdown kits here. So they're all sorts of petrol power wash, another petrol power wash, one that goes on the back of a tractor, lances, hoses, cleaning materials.
And it's good that as well you've got the trade counter that
trade
It's
counter.
been really busy while I've been in here. We've had so many people coming in and out.
It's a very busy trade counter.
Yeah, it really is.
Lots of grease and lubricants. That is a tiny selection of the stuff we do in grease and
loads.
lubricants. We sell about 5,000 litres of oil a day. Sorry, a month. 5,000
Crikey.
litres of oil a month.
Wow. And then you do the hydraulic
Hoses.
Hoses.
We do indeed. Do you want to see one of those being made?
Should we go and have a little look?
We'll have to go past all our beautiful
Hello.
staff
You're
here
going to give me a
working
wave?
really
Rob,
hard.
there.
Give a little wave, everybody.
That was it.
Hello.
All the team. Let's go. So we can see it's not just the trade counter. We're going to see one of the hydraulic hoses being made in here as well.
Ready? Yep.
Oh,
So here we see the hydraulic hose. On the front there is the steel that provides the strength. When you cut through that, you get a load of metal dust inside the pipe. So we're going to put a cleaning pellet actually through the pipe to clean all that out. And there comes
crikey.
the dirty pellet at the bottom. So that's now one clean hydraulic pipe.
fabulous. I didn't expect it to come out that quick. I wasn't sure what I was waiting for.
And here we're just going to put one end in and switch it up. So the collar goes on the outside, the fitting goes on the inside. Push the fitting in. And then we're going to crimp the collar down. So we're going to put it in a big machine and squash it so that it grips the end really, really tight.
Okay.
So if you come this side, Lisa. There's the ferrule. There's the machine. And that's putting a few hundred tons of force on there.
Wow. Yeah, you can see it really squishing it down.
So now when we look at that, it's all crimped on,
Right.
won't come off. That's how we make a hydraulic hose.
Fabulous. And then so you do the servicing of those as well, don't you? You've got some big contracts and you
Yeah.
guys go out in the
So
vans and the service
we-
vans and...
We look after a big local fleet, I won't tell you who it is. We go out, we inspect all the hoses on the vehicles. If they need replacing, we replace them. So that saves them a fortune, because if we do the job before it actually breaks, it means they're not calling people out in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
They're not replacing 400 litres of hydraulic oil.
Yeah.
And it's a stitch in time saves nine, as they say.
Yes,
Should we go back
definitely.
in?
We're going to go back through here. And so you were telling me, Gavin, before that you keep falling over things and there's loads
We
of...
do.
And it's really busy in here and there's loads of stuff, but I hear you're moving.
We are.
So tell me a bit about that. Why are you moving?
Because we've been here 8 years. When we first moved in here 8 years ago, we thought, how on earth we're going to fill all this space? We've just got busier and busier and busier and busier, and so now we literally can't move around.
Right.
So we're in the final stages now of waiting for our new building, which is just behind AST signs,
Yeah.
a bit further down the estate.
Right.
And we've got about 7,500 square feet of workshop, of warehouse, retail and office space down there actually being built. We
Brilliant.
hope to move in about October. I'd prefer it really if it was December, because December's a quiet month for us.
Yeah. Oh, that would be brilliant. So you'll just be able to expand the business and not fall over things and have more space to spread out and just have a nicer working environment.
I've never been older and deeper in debt, and it's
Oh,
wonderful.
gosh. Brilliant. But a really exciting development
It
for the
is.
company. Yeah.
And Penrith's a fantastic place to have a business. It's the perfect place to have a business, because it's not so big that you've got so many competitors all trying to cut the throat.
Yeah.
And yet, if you treat people well, so if you do what we do, which is provide quality goods at a sensible price and
Yeah.
with good technical backup, people just keep coming back and back and back. It's just brilliant.
That's brilliant. And that's the root of a good business, isn't it? That word of mouth, good customer service, good quality products.
That's where
Good
we
grip.
aim to be. Yeah, for
Brilliant.
sure.
Excellent. Well, I wish you all the best with the move, and I hope it's not too stressful, because I imagine getting all of this out of here.
I don't want to think about it.
Cross that bridge when you come to it. Brilliant. Okay, I'm swivel. Just a minute. So, as you can see, we're in another fantastic business in the Penrith Business Parks today. And thank you, Gavin, for your time today to talking to us. And I'll be back next week again with another live from the Penrith Business Parks.